that OGs before IG, you know this one. And then I say, if music be the fruit of love, play on. If not, doxology.
Wow.
So tomorrow, what doxology means, I don't know. When you call, you have to go and you write a letter that I will call on so day.
So you'll be available.
Very true.
I will call on so day. And then you will have begged the person that has phone in the whole community. The only thing you could see was their tummy, their legs. That's all.
Wow.
That's the only thing you could see in that outfit. I'm like, now you see everything. Everything.
There's nothing in again.
Bikini now is looking like bikini.
Bikini, exactly. It doesn't make sense that you want to become an actress who's kissing and smooching in films. There's nothing wrong with that if you want to have what you want to do. But as far as I'm concerned, you cannot be doing that and be a pastor's wife when you work.
So you say, is dating easier or harder today? I think it's easier.
It's easier now. It's way easier. Is it much more quality? I don't know.
Whoa, House of Twale on this table.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of On This Table, and today we have a special guest with us. He's an incredible person. He's a highly sought after human behavioral scientist, a peak performance life and leadership coach, and a business strategist and media entrepreneur. Please join me as we welcome Mr. Alex Adefemi, popularly known as Coach Triple A.
Fantastic. I love the introduction. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I felt good.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for me. It's a pleasure to be with you guys today.
Yes.
You're a couple I really appreciate, and I appreciate what God is doing through you guys. And what you guys are doing little by little and building here is worth celebrating and worth supporting. And that's why I'm here. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And just so you guys know, there's one thing that is very peculiar and kind of unique to him, and that's the hat he's wearing.
Wait a second. We need to be clear.
Yeah.
I push African culture everywhere I go, and we don't call it hat. We call it a cap.
Yeah.
This is a cap.
Fila.
North Americans will say hat.
Yeah.
We call it cap.
True.
So I am true to it. Cap me.
Yes.
Fila. Cap
Fila.
me, just like Wale said.
Yes. On this table today, we are going to be discussing a very interesting topic, and the topic is modern dating, and are we getting better or it's going down? Yeah. So are we getting better or we are losing our way? So today we have our special guest, Coach Triple A, here with us, and he's going to be enlightening us on modern dating and the traditional way. We brought him here on purpose because we know he's
To come and give the old school
the old school person.
style.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So we actually.
I'm not that old school, guys. Don't mind that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not that old school.
From the way he's talking, you can all tell that he's going to give us the old school style of dating and
Doxology.
Yeah. Yeah, so as we are going to be starting, I want us to start on this slide. A lot of people would say, okay, we are talking about modern dating. So one thing is, I want us to kind of share the light or probably just explain to people who really don't know what modern dating is. Because people will be like, dating is dating. Some people don't know that there's something that is, the old school dating, I want you to kind of shed light on that.
Okay, so first of all, like I told them, that I don't know about modern dating. I did not date in modern times. The last time I dated was 17 years ago. Well, I still date now. Don't get me wrong. My wife shouldn't be watching this. We still go out on dates. So, baby, as soon as we go out on dates, right?
Yeah.
We still have home dates as well. We have outing dates as well. But modern dating, in terms of what the younger generation is doing now, the Gen Zs and what they're doing now, I would say it's more digital compared to what we were doing back in the day. Because when we were dating, I think Facebook had already existed. But when I was dating my wife, Facebook already existed. But then I had it. I think what we had then was Yahoo Messenger.
You see what we are talking about now?
And I didn't even meet her through Yahoo. I met her in church. So we were in church. But then modern dating is, for me now, I would say is there's a lot of, okay, back in the day, we'll come back to back in the day. Let's talk about modern dating. There's a lot to share with you guys as far as back in the day is concerned.
Okay.
Let's talk about modern dating. So modern dating really is it's more digital compared to let me say analog that we were doing back in the day. It's more, you find people do a lot more, especially in this part of the world, even back in Africa and at home, you see a lot of dating sites are now an in thing compared to before. People meet themselves either on Facebook, they slide into each other's DMs. You hear that a lot of, they slid into my DM. That's how we started talking, right? There was no DM to slid into in those days. But,
Cyber cafe.
Cyber cafe.
Yeah.
Oh, you took me back. But and I think so. It's more digital than analog, if I may put it that way. And that's what you might call modern dating, because people can date themselves for a while and not even see themselves these days. And you find it that people, and they're busy or they live in two different towns, and they're in serious relationships where they talk almost every day, but physically they haven't seen them, because there's a lot of digital tools now. There's WhatsApp video conferencing. There's different tools that makes you close to somebody, but without makes you close to somebody, intimate with that person, but without you being to physically be able to connect with that person. And so there's less physical connections in modern dating and more digital connections in modern dating. People will go out, but then they do more of their talkings on the phone, on WhatsApp, on DMs and stuff. Even people that are married now, there's modern marriage. Talk about it. And people can be in the same house and be DM each other from this side.
I mean, it
we're guilty.
Yeah.
We're guilty that my wife will see something and DM it to me. I say, I'll look at it and I will laugh, and I will respond my laugh. And she's right here.
Oh my God.
I'll respond my laugh and just respond because she sent it there and I responded there. You understand? So those are the world. That's the world we live in now. It's not like it's bad. Don't get me wrong. Do I feel that the old school is maybe better? Yeah, I think so. It's maybe better. It has, and we'll talk about that. It has more, gives more room for real physical connections, and there is nothing like interpersonal physical connection as opposed to digital. Digital has its limitations because we are, as human beings, there's something we call in neurolinguistics programming is called representational systems. Okay. So we have different types of representational systems. So you have, some people are visual, people who they connect with the world through their sight, what they can see. Some people are predominantly audio tonal. They connect with the world through what they can physically hear. And there are some people who connect with the world and their own style is called audio digital. They connect with the world through their mind. They think within themselves a lot. That's how they connect with the world. And there's some people you call kinesthetic. They connect with the world through their feelings. So now the challenge with that is that if you are connecting with somebody who is visual, and so a video call might work, but some people are kinesthetic. They want to feel you physically. And so if you're trying to connect with them and you're trying to use for you, maybe as a guy, you're good with a video call and you just seen her and you're talking to her and you're happy, but she might not be satisfied because she hasn't seen you today. She hasn't held your hand. She hasn't hugged you. You know, all those things. And those are some of the challenges that comes with modern dating, especially through digital platforms.
Yeah.
True.
So I like that you already touched some part of this next segment that we're going to, which is how is the dating today different from the previous generation? You mentioned that already, and let me just add this to it so that we talk about it just once and for all. Is dating easier or harder today?
So how is dating different from what we used to have back in the day? Oh my God, you guys are really good. I don't know how you guys started your dating. And from what I gather, you guys were friends in school.
Yeah.
And you guys were connecting from there. And yes, so maybe you're not far from my own generation. So let's don't make me feel old. So back in the day, I'll take you back to secondary school. those days when boys used to write letters, and they would say, if music be the play, if music be the sound of love, play on.
Okay.
That was a quote from I think it was Macbeth, if I'm not wrong. It was Macbeth by William Shakespeare. So boys would take poems from William Shakespeare, all those things, and they will write. They now graduated to taking songs from Boys to Men. You know, close your eyes,
Westlife songs.
make a wish, and blow out the candlelight. They'll not write it down. They go and search for the. Back in those days, there was something. If you grew up in Nigeria, you probably will know this. There was the days of hip hop world. Hip hop world that you people know now was started off as a magazine. Back in the day that they were selling on the streets of Lagos, and then the part of hip hop world that was just lyrics. Because Ayo shout out to you and all the work you've done in the Nigerian music industry. And so they would take lyrics, right? And write those. They would do lyrics of songs. Some of those lyrics, and then they just started doing printing out lyrics too. It was a big business.
Yeah,
They would be
I
selling
remember.
music lyrics,
Yeah,
of all those songs, all those. So boys would buy it, take the lyrics, and used to write love letter.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when they now write things like, it's people OGs before IG, you know this one. And they now say, if music be the fruit of love, play on. If not, doxology.
Wow.
So tomorrow, what doxology means, I don't know.
Oh my God.
So you will use all those to rap the girl and toast the babe, and every time. So just write her a letter, they will now put perfume on the letter.
Oh my God, so it smells nice.
This was secondary school runs, by the way.
Wow.
So high school, secondary school runs. And so that was how boys were doing it back in the day. And it evolved from that to, by the time we got to university, it was more of what you guys were doing, of, becoming friends, connecting people. I don't think we're writing letters anymore in secondary school. We were just talking to each other. We'll go to each other's hostels. There was more physical contact. In secondary school, there wasn't as many because you were shy. It was secondary school. Teachers shouldn't be seeing you guys doing boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yes.
So all those things, there was still a lot of fear of authority and all those things. And then, I'll give you my own story. So I had, my first girlfriend was in secondary school. I was almost graduating to secondary school. And there was this girl, her name is Glory. Shout out to Glory. And Glory, I liked the girl, but I didn't come out. Eventually, Sha came out. Sha said I like her. And then apparently she had been liking me for a while. But eventually I had the courage to say it. And then we started dating officially. But that was as we were rounding off SS3. And then so after SS3 we continued. So she lived somewhere in Ikeja. I lived at that time, we had moved to Egbeda. We used to live in Ikeja, but we had moved to Egbeda. And so I had my friend, I had a friend of mine who was older than I was, Mike Okeleke. Shout out to Mike. So Mike is one that used to, because Mike was at that time was already Unilag. I just finished secondary school.
Okay.
So Mike was the one that would be junior. You like this girl now? We'll go see this girl now. So one day I bought her a necklace from all the money I gathered, maybe like 900 naira that I gathered that time. Bought her a nice gold necklace, and then so went to deliver it to her at her house. But you dare not go to her house, so you had to find somebody that was going to the house to go and call her out, because her dad, who was her guardian, it wasn't her dad, it's like her uncle. And we were afraid, so she would come out, and then she would say, "Why did you come to our house? Why did you come out? You want them to catch me?" So all those wahala then, that was the love of those days. And so we moved to university days and all that, and we started, it was more free because we were now only us this school.
You're on your own,
So, but I didn't date for a long time till I got maybe 3 levels when I dated eventually. And I think the difference with then, like I said, is less digital. We didn't have digital tools even as at then. In fact, GSM had just come to Nigeria. So we only had, for the first, initially when GSM arrived, most of us did not have phone.
Yes.
It was so expensive.
Nobody could afford it.
Yes. So then eventually when we were able to start buying phones, when the things started coming down, I started buying phones. My first phone was my mom's Siemens phone. And that Siemens phone the screen is like tiny like this. It can only take one line. can only take one line of
Is it
text
not
per
blue
time.
light or the green?
I think it's like green lights,
Yeah.
but it's like blue like this.
Yeah.
So it can only take one line. So you read one line, you scroll, you press again, the next line will come. That's how the text was then.
Wow.
And so that was what we. So there was no digital stuff to really start with. But as time went on, digitalization started coming, and that's what started changing dating and interaction between guy and girl. Is that we started having situations where there were things like Facebook came up later. Before Facebook, there were things like night call,
Yeah.
MTN
extra
night
cool.
call, extra cool. Yeah.
Ah, extra cool.
Remember that advert of extra of MTN? They said, what's the that guy was calling that man was calling his wife.
Forgot.
I can't
Bobby, or old
Yeah,
Jimmy,
old something, yeah, I
something like
remember.
that. That was the day. Then we moved from MTN Extra Cool. There was something that
Go.
was called To Go.
To Go.
But I didn't even use To Go that much. But I knew of
I
To
used
Go.
it then.
People were using To Go. I was like, okay, but at that point I was really feeling like it was younger people that were on the To Go thing.
Yeah.
So I was feeling it was
Yeah.
secondary school students that was on To Go. So I wasn't really on it. So it was more of Extra Cool and then more of in physical interactions.
Okay.
So by the time I finished school, it was still phone calls. There was no video calls. It was just phone calls. You would talk, and if you want to do long talk, we'll leave it till late at night.
When you
Yeah.
see, yeah.
That time, people don't
Oh.
when boys are supposed to be sleeping,
Extra cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll be doing it till 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's when it finished.
Till
Yeah.
5. When you finish at 5, we then, oh my God, oh Lord.
Unfortunately,
But this
didn't
is what
have
I figured
anybody
out.
to use that with.
I think that it had its charm. There was a charm to it that you'd be talking. Now I'm thinking about it now. You'll be talking to your babe late at night. You will be talking, and then maybe she's at home. She doesn't want her parents to hear that she's on the phone at night, so she'll be whispering. And you will be talking nonsense things. No topic that is making sense. Just so you gist. After you gist, you talk about her beauty, how you love her. But it had its charm. Now, I think the same thing still applies with digital, but digital is now the in thing in the world now. Back then, it was you only had limited options. There is a plethora of options now that you can work with, that you can call people with. There is video call. There is different kinds of video calls. Almost there is WhatsApp. There is Facebook. There is
FaceTime.
There's FaceTime. There is this other one. The partner of Facebook.
Instagram.
There's Instagram. There is
Twitter.
Snapchat.
No, there's one that is like Facebook. It's a chat.
Messenger.
No. I think the one Nairo uses as well. Forgotten the name.
Telegram.
Telegram.
Oh,
Thank you very
Telegram,
much. So
okay.
there's all those guys now at your fingertips. That free of charge. All you have to just have is internet on your phone, and you are going. So even if your spouse or your partner is not there with you, you don't feel like you are missing much except for physical connection. So it still brings to the same thing. Back then, earlier in dating of those days, and if you want to go back to the times of our own parents. That's even more serious. It was letters. I remember that my uncle, they're married now for how many years? But I used to tease my uncle because my auntie, my mother's immediate younger sister, and her husband. So her husband is my uncle as well. And him and I talk once in a while, and we gist. And I was still reminding him of how I found pictures that he has, because he was schooling in the US then.
Okay.
And he was dating my auntie who was in Nigeria.
Wow.
I'm talking about the 80s.
Wow. So they're going to send
So
letters.
it was letters and pictures that he will mail, telegram, letters and
Office.
pictures. So if you want to really talk about complete non-digitalized dating, that's the age we need to go to. And then he will send letters. So I found those pictures in our home. I was still maybe like 15, 16. I found those pictures. We had those pictures in our home. So one day it was his 40th birthday. I decided to my birthday present to him was to gather all the pictures he had said I found, create an album for him, and present him, and he loved it. He was like, he used to see his wife,
Nostalgic.
all the pictures that I sent to you, see his I did I came to find to go and gather them for me. And then he would talk about how they wrote love letters then, and how, but that was somebody that was in the US dating somebody in Nigeria. They don't talk every
Very
time.
long distance.
It's and if you want to call, you have to go and you write a letter that I will call on so day.
So you'll be available.
Very
I
true.
will call on so day. And then you will have begged the person that has phone in the whole community.
And it's true, there's only one person that will have that phone that you will be able
Yes,
to, yeah.
and then you go to his house and receive the call. And then the call is maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Because of our affordability. It's international call, it's expensive. And that was the real non-digital
Yeah.
dating.
So I would say it's safe to say that, the second question is which one is harder? Then I would say that
Which one is harder, which one is better?
the old school one, they say is dating easier or harder today? I think it's easier.
It's easier now.
It's easier,
It's way easier. Is it much more quality? I don't know. Because the thing about it is that when something, I'm a human behavioral scientist, and what we found out about human behavior and human nature is when something is easy, we tend to take it for granted,
True.
It's no more genuine like before.
and then we don't value it as much compared to when you have to work hard
For it.
for it. It means more to you. It carries more weight. It's just like a babe that you toasted and easily just agreed. Like, okay, maybe this babe. That's why babes too. They always try and form hard to get, even though in their mind they are so happy you are asking them out. But they are formed. Why? Because they themselves know that if it's too easy, you might take it for granted. So they themselves must say, okay, I'm not interested. Is it you that I want to date? Is it your type? It's a lie.
Exactly.
So pretty much, I think it's easier to date now because people, you can literally date if you're single now, you can date somebody in another part of the world, and you can get into a serious relationship with somebody in another part, and you've not met that person before, and you just met on. In fact, you could just see somebody on Instagram. I like this person. Check through their pictures. I like what they talk about. And say, okay, just slide into their DM and say hello, and the person feels you can say hi back. You understand?
Easy. Yeah.
So it depends. I've made friends with people that it was just through DM. I have friends there's some celebrities that are my friends today because it was DM. I just made a comment about something they did and they're like, and they responded. And we chatted once or twice and we became friends from there.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how easy it is, not just in dating, in building relationships and friendships. It's that easy now. And it also means that there is a plethora. So there are a lot of challenges with it as well.
Yeah,
So maybe let me allow you to ask the next question.
we are coming to that point too. I mean, that's the main reason why we are here because we've seen a lot of people complain on social media space, and sometimes we would say that it's quite appalling to see how things have changed.
Yeah.
From the good old days now to people breaking hearts even with ordinary text message.
Yes, so
They just send you a text message.
started with the text message, we end with the text message.
Yeah, I'm not doing again. I don't want to see you in my house again, and that's all. How do you compare that to those days when you have to wait for months to even hear from the person you are dating? Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to take that for granted.
Oh, okay. I will give an example. I went through that as well. I went through the latter phase of losing a relationship as well. So my first relationship, we're still at latter phase in those days because she eventually, that same lady that I talked about, she eventually moved to the east, right? Because she's Igbo. She moved to the east with her uncle, and then we lost touch. We used to. I was still writing letters, and she wasn't responding to my letters. It took down my friend Mike. So that I came to my house. I said, saw a picture on my mirror. I said, "Oh, but wait with this now." I said, and then my girlfriend said, "Which nonsense girlfriend? Come on, this thing, come on, that thing." When she don't respond to any of your letter, I said no. He said, "Hey, you see, girlfriend." And I was about to enter university. I said, "You want to enter university now, guy? There are a lot of babes there. Leave this one." So, but because I was such a proper guy, I wrote a final letter to her. It's okay. Since I'm not hearing from you, I'm guessing the relationship is over. We connected years later, and she did confess to me and say that actually she has started dating somebody else.
Oh my god.
That was like she was not responding.
Actually, that's a challenge too back then too. I mean,
Yeah, so those are some of the challenges that come
communication
with
gap.
lack of communication as well. Some people can't do long distance relationships, and you can't blame her. And then she didn't even know whether she could do or not. We're both young, we're both teenagers, and so it wasn't. You can't blame her because it was after she is now distant from me. She realized that she wanted a boyfriend too, where she was. So it wasn't that she was lying to me and keeping me. She just stopped communicating with me entirely. But I was still there doing Love Mr. Loverboy.
I mean, yeah, it's safe to say that the modern dating also has some advantages.
Exactly, 100%.
That brings me to a question that I have in mind right now. The quality of dating. So these days, even back then, I think when I was growing up, I saw dating as something that should not be taken for granted.
Yeah.
So if I'm entering into a relationship, there should be what I want in that relationship. Is it just for fun, or am I actually seeing something with this person? So modern dating now, just because it's quite accessible, people don't value it as much.
Yeah.
Most people just want to have fun and say they are dating. So I would like you to please shed light on that. Is this something that we can say it's okay to do? Because dating should be part of knowing each other better, right?
Yes.
But should we have a mindset that this relationship I'm just entering for fun, or should we have a mindset of there's something I'm looking for and I want to try it with this person?
I totally agree with you. I totally hear you and understand what you're asking. I think for every relationship, and I always tell this to young guys, that for the guys, they need to know it, the girls need to understand it as well. People are in different stages of their lives, right? So you find out that with the ladies, a lady who is 18, 19, 20, she's not looking for a serious relationship. She's she's testing the idea of having a boyfriend.
Sure.
It's still about, I have a boyfriend, that's my boyfriend. That's where she is. You can't be discussing with her, talking about serious, whatever at that point. She's just having fun. She's having her first few experiences of being in a relationship with a guy. And then she's dating a boy who's maybe like 23, who's like 22. A 22-year-old boy too. He's not talking about future.
Yes.
Some boys are very mature and very serious about life. Some girls are very mature, very serious about life. I'm not talking about those exceptions. But the general, most times, is that because of, depending on the age, also determines, and the phase of life that they're in, determines what you're going to get. So if you're dating, so take for instance, when I was about 27 or thereabout, there was a girl who I was talking to. I was liking the girl, but then I was not in any serious relationship at the time, and she wanted to really date me, but she was just about to hit 20. And she was like, she's mature enough. She's the one trying to convince me that we can go into a relationship.
She's good.
I'm like, nah, I like you. You're very smart. You're business oriented. She's comes from well-to-do home, so she's doing okay for herself. She has her own business. She's still doing. I think I've seen her whatever, and on socials a few times, and she's still doing very well. But at the end of the day, I'm way older than you are. And then when it comes to age difference in a relationship, most of the time it's better at an older age for age difference not to matter as much. It matters at an early age.
Yes.
So if I'm 27 and you're 20, it will matter at that age. If I'm 47 and you're 40, it doesn't matter much.
True, because I think I've achieved
Exactly.
a lot.
So both parties have grown. So if I'm 37 and you're 30, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Both parties are grown.
Doesn't
But
matter.
if we do it at 27 and 20, it's likely that there will be issues that will haunt both of us for the rest of our lives. So I think to a large extent, the idea is to round off on that your question, its phases will determine where you are, what phase that person is, will determine what if this should be a serious thing or you're just having fun. What I'm saying is that for the ladies, if you are in your late 20s and you're not sure you want to get married, you still want to be gallivanting, olewu. That's all I would say.
Yes.
There are dangers around it. But listen, do what makes you happy, do what makes you feel good. If you just ask me based on what sampling of different experiences, I just feel that the earlier you decide and you're ready to settle, the better for you.
So I know we've spoken around, social media a little bit, and I want us to dig a little bit. Dig a little bit deeper in it. Personally, I feel like social media has somewhat, dropped commitments from people. Do you know why? If you open any social, I don't even care, anyone now, you see a lot of adverts. You see, when I say adverts now, I mean the actual adverts and the adverts. You understand?
That's the world we live in now.
Yeah, you see, ladies, you want to advertise the product you are selling, but you are doing it half naked. You understand? So men are seeing varieties.
Yes.
You understand? So that thing, I feel like it's quite dropping men's commitment level. Like, this one I just saw, I cannot just stay with this one alone. I want to test. I want to see this one. There are better ones. Before you know it, time is going, right?
I think that's for, and no disrespect to anyone, I think that's for men who have no discipline, who have no clear picture, vision for their future, who have no clear direction, are the ones who fall into that category. If you are a man who's disciplined, a young man who's disciplined, who has clear vision for your future, you know that, and then get men who want to be frolicking around. If you're somebody who you're looking for substance, right? So you started dating and you were, okay, you've known that from long. So there are guys who have been dating too, who see ladies on social media. Yes, some women will strut their stuff, right? But if you are looking for quality partner in your life, you know that it is not those people that they are for other people. It's not, they have their own market too. It's not your own market. You should know where your market lies based on your destiny and your future. But destiny is not correlating. Could make sense. So I'm thinking, okay, I want somebody I'll give you an example. Just today, we're watching. There's this people I follow on Instagram. They post nostalgic stuff from Nigeria. So they posted. I want to test your old school knowledge.
Okay.
How many of you know the series called Owuro Olojo? You know
know
it.
Yes.
You know it.
Yes.
But you are old now. You are old.
Yeah, millennials.
So good. So Owuro Olojo was a series that really launched Joke Silva as an actor.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was in the 80s, right? And she did it alongside Pedro Gumola, right? Someone just posting a snippet of it on social media. The person posted it and I was like, I was watching with so much nostalgic feeling, like, see Auntie J. And then to make matters worse, in that series was also Yarimbo was in there. And she was playing Pedro Gumola's mother.
The oldies.
And she was playing Pedro Gumola's mother. And Pedro Gumola was wearing, these flared trousers.
Yes.
And she wore a jacket on a turtleneck. And she did her hair. And she wore shades. And her mother was screaming that,
Oh my
I
God.
said, if mommy can just fast forward to 2000 and something, you will know that Auntie Peju is looking very modest.
fact.
100%.
Now you see everything, everything.
There's nothing
everything-
hidden again.
Bikini now is looking like bikini.
Bikini, exactly. So those were the challenges. Don't leave me. Those are the challenges of back then to now, and you find out that those are the disparities you find, and people will tell you that things were more modest back in the day, and beauty was. If you look at those women, they were beautiful.
Yes.
They were beautiful. Leave matter. They are finer than even the women of now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because everything was still very natural. They're not overdoing anything. They dressed modestly, and they were the Igbalode women. In fact, I saw another one of nostalgic video. They're posting Mount Zion of those days. I think maybe it was perilous times or something like that. And the lady was saying, she was talking about how women should be more dressing well in church. And what was she wearing? She was wearing a long skirt and whatever. And I'm like, and they were correcting her that, Sister Klonje, please, you need to be dressing. We are children of God. I'm like, what is Sister? Whatever I wear, that is not wrong. Do you know what they went to church now?
Armless.
This is the days where people are telling, when ushers go around with wrappers, shawl, and scarves. To help sisters cover their
Very
please,
true.
Auntie, can you
Very
cover
true.
your laps?
Very true.
Inside the church service.
So that's very true. I've seen that a lot. Yeah, so we're going to move to the commitment segment, which is the last for this episode.
Okay.
And I have two questions that I'm going to ask in this segment. One of the questions is, why do many people seem hesitant to commit? I'm asking the questions together so that we can just, touch the both questions at the same time. And then, what are some biggest fears people have when entering relationships these days?
Why do you find it difficult for people to commit? And what are the biggest fears people have entering into relationships? I think, like you said, you actually said it initially, and it also depends. It's two things. Number one is that the options are too many, and it's all on display. Secondly, a lot of the guys don't know what their true destiny is, and they don't have a vision for their lives, and therefore they get carried away with the many options.
True.
So it's like going to a store that you want to buy a market. One of the best and most powerful definitions of focus that I've ever heard was from my friend Cobams. And Cobams described it, he did a TED talk once, and he described it and said, focus is blindness. Cobams is blind, so I was like, yeah, maybe it's one of those jokes. But he explained it this way. He said that if you go to a restaurant, if you go to a store, and most women do it, women will know this. You go to a store, if you go without a list of what you want to buy, what you need, and the one you don't need,
Exactly.
you will buy everything. Especially if you have money.
Very true.
But you did not realize you will buy.
There's resources.
So if you look at that from the male-female perspective, the same thing for the females too. There's social media that sells many. There are a lot of guys too there posting themselves on social media, and women are looking at that. This guy is fine. No? So you can check guys out without nobody knowing that you're checking them out. You can check them with their page. You can you can do all those things, and it's what social media has created is it's created so much options that it's hard to focus. But the person that has vision, not just the men, the women too, when they have vision, they know where they are going. They know when they are going through all the options that this does not fit, this does not fit, this does not fit into my options. Does not fit.
Brilliant.
Because you already know that, this kind of man you already know the kind of man that will fit into. And this is more important even for the women. It's important for both men and women. But then I want to talk to the women as well. Because a lot of times you find out that women tend to not be clear about what their purpose and their calling and their direction is. Often maybe it's because of the way they've raised women to say, okay, don't bother about it, because in the long run you're still going to have to marry a man, and whatever it is that you want to become will be in connection with the man. And it makes sense, I get it. It doesn't make sense that you want to become an actress who's kissing and smooching in films. There's nothing wrong with that if you want, that's what you want to do. But as far as I'm concerned, you cannot be doing that and be a pastor's wife when you work.
Yeah.
So if you marry a man who has a calling for pastoring, and you say your own calling, and then, like I said, I'm not saying it's wrong. I mean, it's make believe you are trying to make sure that you are a professional. So 100%. But what I'm saying is that you can't be doing that and then be a pastor's wife. It's going to be contradictory. So that's why it's always very good that before couple marry, they both of them go and ask God, what is my calling? What's my vision in life? So that you can know. So that one person is not, and not become dear and not be me lower, not your last. Meaning that one person is not hindering another person's destiny. So you know, because if you go and find out your vision and your mission when you are 40, and then there's already a trajectory of how we are doing our things together, and you now go and discover, even for the man sometimes. So sometimes, if you know that if you now go and find out that God called you to evangelism at 40 something, and this woman married you as a banker, and in her mind, bank money, from mother school, and you now want to come back and say, so it's better you find your calling before you marry. That's why it's very, very key. You might not have all the full picture, but at least you get a good picture of where you are going. My wife came from a well-to-do home. I mean, and from you might say, higher class than I came from. I came from civil servants. She came from a family of businessmen, wealthy business people. And she had dated, most of the guys she had dated then, they were sons of these kind of people as well. So when we got married, I asked her a question. I said, why did you choose me? She first of all didn't want to answer me the question. Eventually I pressed her, what did you choose me? And she said, of all the guys, you're the only one who was clear where he was going. You said it from the outset that is this coaching, speaking thing that you are doing. And that's where you are going with it. And this is what God has given to you and you're going to do. And so I knew from the outset, okay, I want to go with you. So it's very, very important. So guys, very important. Ladies too, you two don't go and say your pastor's wife, you now go and say you want to become Genevieve Gilarion. No. Wow. So that's the point. So that's very, very key. In finding, it helps you to be able to be better committed in your relationship and have a committed relationship as well. Yeah. Because having vision is very key. And I've said this vision thing like 5 or 6 times on this episode today. Having vision is very, very key along the way. The second question was what again?
What are some biggest fears?
Biggest fears about what exactly?
When entering a relationship, what are some biggest fears that people have when entering relationship?
Well, I would say that some of the ones I've seen people share with me a lot of times is the fear of commitment is one of the major fears you'll find, because you're worried that, okay, will you stay with me? Will you stay committed to me? Sometimes I've also seen the fear of not being good enough sometimes. Yeah. Some men or some guys and some girls in a relationship might feel they're not good enough for their partner at times. So sometimes you know that maybe you feel that, oh, this person is higher than your status. Maybe they came from a well-to-do home, or they are more exposed than you. For instance, when I got married, my wife was more exposed than me in certain things. She travels, and I hadn't left Nigeria before. So she's the one that travels. She was used to traveling from the church. We'll go to US for holiday, all this thing. Me, I go to Surulere from Ikeja to holiday. I'll go to First Start. That's my holiday. So, and then later I started going to Osogbo when my mom was working in Osogbo. With the Benin. The only place I traveled to before then, that was Benin Republic. It was by road. So, but then So sometimes you might feel that you are hitting above your weight class, but I didn't have that problem because I'm a very confident guy. I have this confidence, belief in myself that I will get here.
Be confident
I
as a
will
guy.
get there. So I'm not moved by okay, you have gone to America 5 times, okay, 10 times, okay, praise the Lord.
That's because you know your words actually.
Yes.
So
yes.
that's self-value. So you have a self-value. It's not overvaluing yourself. It's understanding your self-value, your self-worth. Very, very important.
Personally, I also think that social media actually can actually influence some certain people's decision when it comes to entering a relationship.
Yes.
And one of the reasons is because of what they see.
Yes.
And I always tell people, there's nothing you see on social media that is real, so to say. You get?
Yeah.
Me and my wife, we have disagreements many times.
And you won't post it on social media.
And that is normal. But when we want to post on social media, we will not post when we are arguing. I mean, who does that? I will not post when me and my wife is arguing. And you will not see
I know the interesting part. People don't even want to watch when you are arguing.
Yes.
They'll say, why you come and bring your story to us? We're not interested.
Yes.
But if you are posting when both of you are at the park and you're having lovey-dovey romantic times, you say, oh,
beautiful couple. Now,
couple goals.
If you are seeing that and the person that you are actually having a relationship with or somebody who is asking you out, the person is not giving you that vibe you are seeing in your favorite couple online, you might be judging with that.
Yes.
And this person is not having this
and a lot of people do that, especially when you are younger. You get carried away with those kind of things. But when you get older, you realize life doesn't work like that.
True.
But if you are older and you are acting like that, then you need help. You need help.
Actually, you're right.
So it's young. When you are younger is when you get carried away by I want them to do this, but these people are doing this. We are not doing this. After a while, you realize that life doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And then you realize all those things that they're posting for you is just post. Because sometimes those people that you are thinking that you're liking on social media, you just hear tomorrow that they are divorced. They've scattered it. It's,
yes, it happens a lot.
Picture perfect couple. How come?
A lot of stories.
That's not. It's not by picture perfect. God is helping all of us.
Amen. So let's lighten the mood a little bit. I have 5 quick questions I'm going to ask you, and all you need to just do is tell me if it's red flag or green flag.
Okay, red flag or green flag.
Yeah, both of you are going to be playing that. So the first thing is they quote Bible verses during arguments.
Red flag.
They quote Bible verses during arguments.
Yes.
It depends on the argument now.
Yeah, sometimes they quote it just to back their point.
Hey, there's something wrong.
Bad. Like you are arguing, and it's the word of God that you shouldn't argue because of this and that.
No, I don't think so. You know why I don't think so? Because I'm like, okay, at the end of the day, it's your. So I'm someone who grew up around church, Bible, all those kind of things. So it's very possible if I'm talking about something, the scripture might jump into my eyes, and I use it to make my point. Yeah, there's nothing wrong in there.
I feel like it's something that I can do too. Maybe if my wife is doing something that I feel like is.
If you're using it to manipulate people,
that's
what's wrong.
That's the part.
So I would say
don't manipulate. Don't manipulate.
Yeah.
But if you are trying to, if it's something that you truly believe in, and you're trying to make a point, and you know there's a scripture that backs it up for you, why not? I mean, throw it in there and say, but the Bible also says that, so you know that.
Yeah.
You too. If you don't go and know the Bible too, you can throw your own back.
Yeah. So it might be red or green flag.
Yeah.
So you're still going with red flag on it, right?
Well, depends. As a matter of fact, I saw one movie recently.
Or it's orange flag. We need to create orange flag.
Whenever the girl misbehaves, like she will literally argue with the guy outside, thinking he's cheating. And then when it's time, like after the misbehavior, she will come back and then quote Bible. The Bible says
that's gaslighting, that manipulation.
That kind of thing.
That's not what we're talking about. But if you are arguing, if you're just having a argument and you had a point and you feel that the scripture that backs it and you thought of it, you can throw it in. That's what I'm concerned.
They still have pictures of their ex on their phone.
Red flag, because they have the ex in mind.
Why you still have pictures of your ex? Pictures of your ex on that? That's a red flag.
Yeah, okay.
That's a red flag. That's a red flag. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they know your password but won't share theirs.
That's a red flag as well.
Oh, don't you share your? I know your password.
Is it a red flag or green flag for you?
It's a red flag because there's something the person is hiding. That's why we don't share.
So,
That's
but,
why
I mean,
like,
so well,
Not
but
like
it also
it's a
depends.
red flag.
It also depends. Let me not be Let me not be one-sided. So sometimes, if you are still dating, your password is still your
your personal
what's it called?
thing. Okay.
Yes. Even in some people who say in marriage that it depends on how what works for you people. I don't tell you how you should run it, but ideally in marriage you shouldn't be hiding anything from your spouse, right? So my wife knows my password. In fact, one of my phones it's hard. I used to ask when I told her how remember the password phone. So I was gonna ask her what's the password of this phone. She had tell me, oh, is this one? Oh, thank you, I forgot.
Okay, yeah.
So it's my opinion is you should in marriage, even in dating, depends on how deep your relationship has gone. If it's still early stages, you guys are just still checking each other out, seeing how it goes. Yeah, okay. Yeah. The person chooses to give you their password, that's their own choice. It doesn't guarantee that I must give you my own back.
Yeah.
But if it's not a committed relationship, there's commitment for a reason.
Yeah.
So then you should not be able to hide passwords. Then there's something fundamentally wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Replies 8 hours, but watches your stories.
Red flag. I don't like that personally.
Replies 8 hours after.
Yes.
That is a huge red flag.
Some people
That's a
say
huge red flag.
the story just, was
That
just
means you
going
were on the phone.
Yes, now I mean,
That means you were on the phone. If you were on the phone, even if you know someone you're in a relationship with, somebody that is just your friend, or somebody that if someone sends you a message and you don't respond, but then they see you on their stories, that means that
there's a
you didn't
little
want to
bit of-
respond.
Yeah.
Or maybe you didn't have a response for them, but that means you were on your phone.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah. What is that one thing, one relationship lesson that you wish everyone learned earlier?
If there's one thing I would say, this is one, I made more than one. But let me just try and wrap it up. I think first of all will be that I said it earlier. If you're going to go into any serious relationship, be clear where you are going first. Have your own vision. Have your clear vision in mind. What God is calling you to do. It's very, very important. I have seen many couples along the way get into a lot of mess because neither of them were clear. And then when they now wanted to shift, the adjustment was too much for the partner. So it's very, very clear. You can't go and be putting somebody's son, somebody's daughter to go on a life journey with you, and then you're not sure exactly where you're going. Let's just go. It's dangerous. That's one. The other thing I would say is, I think people misunderstand the concept of love these days. They think love is just about the feeling, I love you, I love you. Love is a decision. A decision of commitment. So that you choose to love somebody, there's a feeling part of it, don't get me wrong. But the type of love that keeps you in a marriage is a decisive love, a decision love that says, okay, this is the person I'm going to walk this life with. Because the feeling will fade, or even it will fluctuate is what I was looking for, not fade. It will fluctuate as you go along. You will have periods where you will not, maybe not just, it's not that maybe you are not liking each other, you just don't have time for each other because both of you are trying to conquer the world.
True.
And you are running and hustling and doing it. You have periods where, and so it takes a lot of intentionality to make sure that, okay, I spend time with you, I find time to stop everybody and say, hey babe, what's up? It's you and I. Let's just be together. Let's just be with each other. Let's just, intimate with each other. It takes a lot of intentionality. So find out that a lot of people don't realize that. They go with, oh, he's a kind guy, he's good, those things, he's God-fearing, those are fine. But at the same time, you have to make sure that has he made up his mind that come rain, come shine. Is you I'm going to love.
Choose you.
If he doesn't make that decision or she doesn't make that decision, the Lord be with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having
so
me.
much, sir.
I know we wanted to do this for 40 minutes, but I warned y'all.
Yeah. Anything you want to say about House of Twale?
I was going to say that, first of all, what you guys are doing is amazing. And if you can sponsor this, they are reaching out to a lot of people, a lot of young people, a lot of people who are actually in the diaspora and even across the world. And their platform is trying to help create wholesome living and wholesome lifestyle, especially for married couples, for single people as well. So this is something that is beautiful. It's something that is effective for the younger generation as well. So if you're trying to reach them and they're building that and you want to be part of it and you want to say that you've been with these guys since from the very beginning, it's time to get on on this table now.
Yes, on this table.
So get on this table now. I am calling you. Coach Triple A is saying, I endorse this. Get on this and support House of Twale.
Thank you so
I
much.
believe in what they're doing.
Thank you.
Well, it was really insightful and packed, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So thank you, sir, once again
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Thank you.
And if you are still listening, thank you for being here. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next episode of On This Table. Please, if you've not subscribed, click the subscribe button. Share to your friends and family, and make sure you drop your comments. What do you think about dating in modern days and back then? We'd like to hear from you. Thank you once again, and have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.
Whoa. House of Twale.